everyone, so today I'm coming to you guys using NYX based products, and I'm going to highlight and contour my face, which I know you guys are probably tired of me doing a highlight and contour video, but I just wanted to show you using all NYX products. So today I'm going to get started. I'm using the NYX Deep 3C P03 palettes for my contour and highlights. So I cannot remember how the undertones go, but we're going to go with 1 is here, 2 is there, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the first thing I'm going to do, because today I'm not really feeling that bright and I don't feel like being really glowy, so I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use 4 as my highlight for today. So I'm just going to put it on my finger, put it in my triangle. Shape. Now this is going to be more of a quick video, so there are a lot of moments where I'm going to be silent and I'm not going to be talking, and you're going to wonder why she's not talking, why is it so silent, and I'm not going to have no music playing in the background. So today will be a very quick but short kind of video. And here I'm going to put some on my forehead. Now, if you guys watch my videos, I don't really like this area to really glow and highlight as much, so I just put like that little bit there, and put some right here on your lip. Ew, I didn't mean to get it on my lip, but whatever. Put some there, and put some in the middle of my nose, because I don't really want to contour my nose area so much, because it just makes me so shiny and so oily, and I have oily skin. I don't like all that. So now I'm gonna come down here where my chin is. Well, kind of like your chin bone area. And I'm going to basically highlight all of this area. So we highlighted that area. Okay. Now we're going to use 5, which is the darkest color on this palette. And I'm just going to put that where I wanted my cheekbones to stick out. So it's there. I'm always trying, I've noticed what I guess my mistake has been is I don't really curve it. So try and curve so it really pokes that area out. So curve inwards. Okay. And now I'm gonna put some around that same area where I have my highlight, just so that it can kind of push that area back a little. One thing I have noticed since my last video where I highlight and contour my face using this NYX product is that it makes my face really, really, really oily. Even when I use, I always put some here also, just so I can kind of push that area back since I highlighted it. I noticed that it made my skin really, really oily every time I used it to contour my face. Even the primer that I was using, it still would do that. So now I'm just gonna wipe my hands because it's a little nasty. So it would really make my skin oily, and I don't really like the oily feel, and so that's why today I came with the new video, because I figured if I use their mineral matte finishing setting powder, that hopefully I will not be as oily. Maybe when I mix Anastasia with it, it just did some type of twist or turn and it just didn't work out. So I have the MFP02. It's a medium to dark, and I'm going to use that today when it's time to seal this contour that I just did. It would have been smart if I opened it before I started the video, but I was in such a rush that I didn't. Ooh. Okay, so now I can't even see. The only thing that that I don't like is it's sealed, which is great, but I have nails on, so I can't even open it. Look at my tweezers to do everything for me today. Okay, now that I have this open and ready to use, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix it up, shake a little out, so that way when I'm ready to use it, it'll already be out for me and ready. Now we're going to blend. I got this blending brush at, where did I get this at? I got this at Forever 21 actually. Forever 21, you know, in the line when you're getting ready to check out, they always have extra little things there. And so I was like, oh, well, this is great. They have the beauty blender on a stick. Why not? I mean, I get tired of having to have my hand there. So I decided to grab that. And all I'm doing is blending out all my highlighted areas first. Make sure you always get the highlighted areas first, then go in into your contour afterwards. And with my forehead, I always kind of blend it back because, like I said, I don't like that part to really pop and shine and say hello to the world. So I always make sure I blend that part back instead of blending it in place. And always be sure to get up here by your eyes, so that way when people see your eyes or something, or on pictures, it doesn't look like you were like you were glowing and you look so pretty, but then by your eye you can like kind of see like, oh, she forgot a spot when she was blending her makeup. So make sure we don't forget that area. And if you have to go in with a like a different brush, like this is a e.l.f. brush, but it's a foundation brush, so if you want, you can kind of go in closer to your eye and just kind of smooth that area out, as you see me doing so. Okay, now that that's all done, we're gonna keep blending in with our highlights. And as you can see now, you kind of can see like my glow, and then I'm glowing a little bit. And remember, I did not use the brightest contour or the brightest concealer on my palette. I use actually kind of like the one that's kind of really close to my skin tone, I would say. So now that I have this blended how it is to my desire, I'm going to go in one more time with the smaller brush just to make sure I had that area blended exactly how I want it to be. And I always kind of go under my contour so that way it kind of sticks out. So and don't forget your lip and nose. So I just kind of blended that highlight up in this area towards my nose. So then the nose looks thinner. Now people who already have thin nose, it's no reason you should even need this. So now I'm going to go in with my 301 brush by The Real Technique, which I love, love, love their brushes because, one, they're a pretty reasonable and nice price. Not only that, but it really helps, for me at least, to contour with them, highlight with them, also when I'm doing my shadows. So, and it's really hard to find kind of like reasonable brushes, but brushes that actually work also, because sometimes you'll have a MAC brush that was so expensive and it was so nice, but sometimes it just doesn't really do what you need it to do. So I have learned at Ulta to take my time when I'm over there with my brushes and to really look for what it is I'm looking for and I want, and make sure it's the right type of brush. So now that I have my contour, blend it in really, really nicely. Try to make sure, cause you want to make sure everything is blended in nice. Remember, we had to get that nose. So now that I have everything kind of blended in the way I want it to be, my highlight is still a little there. And with me, I don't like my highlight to kind of, I like it to stick out, but I don't like you to tell or see where exactly I was highlighting at. So that's why for me, I blend a lot more maybe than I should. Okay, that's finished. Now I'm gonna go in with a Sephora brush. This is a 56. This is a flawless airbrush. So this is the brush I have, and that's what I'm gonna put on top of my oh man, I put too much out. Well, it's okay. So this is how it looks. It's really full at the top. So yes, and I'm just gonna, I have this much on the brush, but of course we're going to dab a lot of that off and smooth it on top. Kind of stinks. I mean, it doesn't have a smell, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't really have a smell, but I guess because you know it's like a filtered kind of, I don't know how to explain that. But it's like dust. It's like some dust doesn't always have a smell, but you can kind of feel it in your nose. So, okay. We're just going to stop. So, anyway, I'm just going through and putting the setting powder everywhere where my highlight was. So if you want, you can kind of let it sit and don't blend it out. And let it sit there. But for me, I usually, I let it sit, but I also blend it in as it's sitting. So I'm going to let this sit for actually a few minutes today, just to show you guys what it looks like. And next, I'm going to use my Anastasia palette, if I could find it. See, when you're cat sitting and you have one cat in one room and the other cat in the other room, you tend to forget where you did with your stuff. So because I don't have that, I'm just gonna I can't find it. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that same brush that I had, and I'm going to that's really weird, yo. I'm gonna use my MAC. I have the Dark Deep in MAC, and I'm gonna put that on my contour area because I actually use now a lighter like finishing skin finish, so this kind of will go right in for those dark areas because once it oxidizes, you know, your colors do change up. Like I've noticed how with the MAC, that deep will oxidize and make me a whole shade darker if that's all I have on my face. So I have noticed that. So now I'm blending in that setting powder by NYX. And don't forget your forehead. And the lip and nose. I fell in love with the Jubilee by MAC. Their lip. It's a lipstick, but it's almost like in a sense of lip, like a lip cream. So I'm going to apply my dark brown lip liner. So I'm done with the lip liner, and now we're gonna add the Jubilee, which is a really nice, pretty nude color. Nude color for someone who is my skin tone. If you're lighter than me, I'm pretty sure the color is gonna come up, you know, a different shade on you. It has like a pinkish brown look to it, so I'm pretty sure on you the shade will be a little different. So as you guys can see, when I get a little closer to the light, you can see my highlight. Oh, before I finish, I always put my Lancome, the Lancome 520, the same as my foundation, and I always put that on top of my face, all over, just to kind of set everything in. So I'm still highlighting, but like I say, hope you guys cannot see that. So I am finished now with my look, and this is how everything came out. To see how I got this eyeshadow look that I have, it will be a link below in the description box. To know what hair this is that I'm wearing, it will be below in the description box. Every product that I use today will be below in the description box as well. And don't forget, follow on the gram to see more pictures. And also, this hair that I actually have on is a wig, number one, with the lace closure. And this is from Glamour Version Hair. And this was a wig that they made for me a year ago. So the fact that, you know, I'm coming to you guys and I have this on and it looks like this, my curls are really nice, and the fact that it looks like this and it has been so long, I mean, that should let you know that their hair is A1. So, you know, I will put